What is going on, people? Welcome to Cooking Cannabis live with Silky the Baker. I am the head chef as well as lead baker at Silky Edibles, which is gourmet edibles delivered to your doors for Chicagoland only. Check us out, silkyedibles.com. So today, I just really have been craving Red Lobster, right? We've been in the house for way too long. And one of the best things out here is the Cheddar Bay biscuits. But I'm not just going to make any Cheddar Bay biscuits. What I want to do is infuse them. I want to infuse them to add to my steak. And we're going to add a little bit of garlic, butter on top of that steak that's also infused for a nice elevated dinner platform. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm going to tell you to do is tossing your can of butter into the freezer. Toss the can of butter in the freezer, and let's go ahead and turn the oven to 450. So, now that the oven is at 450, the can of butter is in the freezer. What we're going to do first is work on the butter for the steaks. So let me go ahead and grab, let's see. So today we are going to be starting off with 100 milligrams of can of butter, which has been infused with Gorilla Glue. We're going to go ahead and add that into a pan. And we're going to go ahead and mix that up with chives as well as some fresh garlic. Give me one moment. Alright, so we got our chives here. I'm going to go ahead and also smash up some onion. I'm going to go over my cutting board. Tilt you down a bit. There we go. So the easiest thing to do for onions, for garlic, you want to grab a clove. You want to take the side of your knife. Actually, let's get a fresh one. I've been baking in here for a little bit of time now. Alright, we're actually going to use this. Go ahead and smash the garlic so that you can take the peel away. Easy peasy. Smash this bad boy down a little bit more so I can go ahead and mince this garlic up really quickly. You want to go ahead and take your can of butter. I'm going to go ahead and mix that in with a little bit of regular butter. We're going to go ahead and melt that down for 30 seconds or so. Which I have already had ready for us. So the can of butter is nice and melted. We're going to go ahead, add a little bit of garlic. That is one garlic clove and a little bit of chives. Get a quick spoon, mix that up. Now I'm going to be putting this into a mold of mine. Now granted, not everyone happens to have a butter mold, so if you don't have a butter mold, I would say, I don't know, you can use probably 1/3 cup. You want to go ahead and load up all that butter in there. That's how that looks here. Damn, definitely spilled on the computer. So you guys won't be able to see that, but it is garlic, it is chives, it is can of butter. I'm going to go ahead and toss that in the freezer while we get ready. Alright, so now that that is ready, and now it is time to get ready for these biscuits. So let me go ahead and clear off my playing field really quickly. Now for these biscuits, I am going to go ahead and just put some gloves on. We are going to get a little messy with it. Don't feel bad about getting messy. Don't think that, hey, let me go ahead and get a spoon. I don't want to get my hands dirty. When it comes down to these biscuits, it's definitely going to get messy. So let's first start with a bowl. Give me one moment. Let's go ahead and set you guys up to see everything. There we go. All right. So I want to start off with 2 cups of flour. From the 2 cups, we want to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, not to be confused with baking soda. I got baking soda. You will fuck up your biscuits, man. You want to come over with 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And then lastly, you want to do 3/4 of salt. Now today, I understand that the recipe didn't call for any spice. However, I was feeling real spicy Miami today, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of spice, which I used a little bit of Slap Your Mama seasoning. Nice and red. It's going to add a nice little color to the glaze as well as the biscuits themselves. Go ahead and use about half of this. And you want to go ahead and mix that up. Easy peasy. Now, my buttermilk, I have had sitting in the refrigerator for about, well, I guess I just never took it out. It's nice and cold because we really want to keep this batter nice and cold. The colder your batter is, the better and the bigger your biscuits are going to get. You really want them to bake on the outside and get nice layers. So we're going to go ahead and add the 1 cup of buttermilk. We want to come over with the 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese. Now I did freshly grate this cheese because obviously if you freshly grate the cheese, it is a little bit grater. But if you have store-bought shredded cheese, by all means. So we want to go ahead and add that in there. Now I'm also going to add a little bit of the chives left over inside of the actual batter of the biscuits. We're going to go ahead and take one of these spatulas. It looks like, I don't know, a spatula that a nun would spank you with back in the 90s or some shit, right? So we want to go ahead and mix this batter up. So it should start to look like, ironically, some biscuit dough. It's going to be tough and it's going to be really floury, really dough. So you don't want to over mix this one. You want it just enough that it's holding on, that the buttermilk is now infused with it. And it should look something like this. So you want to be able to grab it without it being complete powder. So give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and set this one up. So now with my flour board, we're going to go ahead and add a little extra flour to this board really quickly, which of course I've stored up here. Alright, so this is the part where we're going to get a little messy, so please bear with. Alright, so let's go ahead and put you down here so you can see everything. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that board. You want it nice and floured. You don't want your dough to stick to the board. I'm going to go ahead and dump that all out. A little bit more back there. Now, I personally like really, really big biscuits, so then that way I don't feel like I'm eating multiple biscuits, right? Small biscuits, I'm still going to need 2. So we're going to go ahead and make these nice sized biscuits. You want about 1.5 inch. You don't want anything over 1.5 inch or it won't cook all the way. So what you want to do is flatten it out and then fold it like a book. So I fold it this way and then you fold it this way. And you want to do that until the dough is nice and formed. Folding it from one way back to the other. Now, I've been baking some biscuits for a long time. My mom happens to be a baker, so this is one of those things where, Sunday morning comes, it's finally not time to actually work and make tiramisu and all the crazy shit for all the customers, and you really just want some nice food. Except for, now we're older, And now I'm in love with cannabis. So why not infuse this bad baby? All right. So now we have our dough. We are going to go ahead and cut out some biscuits. One moment, let's go ahead. Now, I'm not going to use my biscuit cutter because I know you guys don't have that at home, so I'm going to make something very easy. Just go ahead and get a glass cup. It doesn't matter what the diameter of the cup is, you just want the glass cup. So you want to go ahead and flatten these bad babies out. So about an inch, inch and a half. And then you want to do like Barack Obama says, and some people just want to pop off. You want to pop that thing in, and you want to pop it out. Now, one of the things I forgot to do is spray down my pan. I have a nice cake pan. It's about 9 inches, and I got my nice bitch Pam here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and not be shy. Spray that thing down. Once the biscuits have been formed, you don't want to manhandle it. So just go ahead and gently place that bad boy in there. Pop it in. Pop it out. So this batter should be able to make you should be able to make 5 nice sized biscuits. And then you also want to have one extra one. I don't know if you have like a redhead stepchild or something of that magnitude that you want to get a small one to. But you should have an extra one as well by the time we're done with this dough. So we got one more. When it becomes too small, you just want to go ahead and knead it one more time. So fold it and fold it. You want to go ahead, pop it in. Put that bad boy there. So now we have 5 nice sized biscuits. We're going to take that last one. Now for the people that say, hey, I don't have any glass in my house, what the hell should I do? Let's go ahead and, I don't know where my 1/3 cup is. Actually, oh, here it is. You take your last one, pop that bad baby out. Now you got a small one. So this is a nice micro dosage. I'm going for about 15 milligrams for each one of the big ones. But this last one, we'll go ahead and put it right in there. So the secret sauce, the secret silky sauce right here is to butter these bad babies before they go on. So give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of butter and add it on top. All right, so while we are waiting on the biscuit to actually be baked, what we're going to do is focus in on making the glaze. So let's go ahead and this should be nice and melted. I'm going to go ahead and take this little brush here, and I'm going to brush them all down. So let's go ahead and do that. Because what are biscuits if they're not buttery, right? It's nice that they have my favorite ingredient, which is obviously cannabis. But your second favorite ingredient gotta be butter. You know, I've been a chubby kid my whole life, so, you know, that's just who I am. That's really why I find so much joy in baking. It's just really being able to see everything come alive. So when you check out silkyedibles.com, you're going to notice every month that menu changes every month, and it's always gourmet and it's always on point. So let's go ahead and add these bad babies in here. Now, the best sous chef out here, best. Hey Alexa, set a timer for 13 minutes.
13 minutes. Starting now.
Give me one moment. All right, so It is pretty fucking hot in this kitchen. I don't know why I don't have the windows open or anything else of that magnitude. But let's go ahead and clean this bad baby off. And let's get to making this glaze, guys. Now for the glaze, we want to go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Alright, so we got 4 tablespoons of butter in there being made. Both being melted. I'm going to go ahead and let's just add it to one of these quick dishes right here. Alright. Alright. So let's go ahead and make that sauce. Alright. So now we have the melted butter. I'm just spilling everything. To be honest, guys, I smoked that blunt before I got here. You know, hit my 2008 Kanye West MTV jams. I smoked a little something, knocked the edge off. So, let's go ahead and get a couple of tablespoons of buttermilk, which I have already poured out for you. We're going to go ahead and mix that in there with the butter. We're going to add half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And a little bit more of that slap your mama. So, I know I referred to it earlier, but the slap your mama seasoning right here is fucking fantastic. And then I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder in there as well. Go ahead and add that there. Now, I just so happen to always feel it, you know. I feel when it's done, it looks good. So, let's go ahead, mix this bad baby up. The buttermilk adds such an amazing, rich taste towards the actual biscuits that you're going to be like, oh man, I gotta go buy something from Silky. My man knows what the fuck he's doing in this kitchen. And I do. So, while we have all of that being baked, let's see. Hey Alexa, how much time left on the timer? About 10 minutes left on the timer. This is typically, honestly, when I would be rolling a blunt, right? So while everything's getting baked, you should as well. So give this one moment. I'm going to go ahead and play us some music while those bake really quickly, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so not only did I have a nice little wardrobe change, shout out to Medical Marijuana America, let's go ahead and see what these biscuits are looking like. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. Look at these bad babies right here. Look at these bad babies right here. It looks like Air Bud and all his goddamn friends got together, hopped in my goddamn cake pan, and now we got some motherfucking biscuits. I mean, these are a little hot, but look at the layers on that thing. Look at the cheese. Oh, baby, come on, man. You can't get better than a thick ass, cheesy ass biscuit that's infused with cannabis. I mean, honestly, you know what? We can. What we're going to do is upload this buttermilk that I've infused with the Slap Your Mama, the garlic powder, a little bit more of that can of butter, and we're going to go ahead and make these bitches ooh wee sweet motherfucking biscuits. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of that right on top. Ooh, god damn. It's taking everything in me not to go ahead and just bite one of these. I like to go ahead and put it all on top and smooth that bad baby around. So my spouse specifically doesn't like the blaze to be, infused as well. She prefers to do more of the micro dosing when it comes down to the actual food, and she prefers more of the macro and more of the smack coming on the back end, which is why we make the Silky Edibles. So starting next month, we have everything including the Silky Flights, which is going to include 25 milligrams, 50 milligrams, and 75 milligrams. It's a perfect time for you and your loved one. And then we also have the Now and Later packs. What the fuck are the Now and Later packs, Silky? I've never heard of the Now and Later packs. Well, the Now and Later packs are an edible for now and a non-infused treat for later. 3 cookies infused, 3 non-infused, $45 on silkyedibles.com. And now that these bad babies have gotten the butter on them, look at those. Look at those. What? You just saw me make these. Are you serious? That's fucking crazy. So let's go ahead and add it to the steak. Let's go ahead and let's get ready. Let's get ready. My favorite time of the day is whenever it's time to actually eat or smoke. So the best time of day is when it's time to get high while you're eating. It's fucking crazy, man. So what I've already done over here is make a nice little New York strip. We got some potatoes over there and everything else. I'm already ready. I'm going to go ahead and get one of those. Look, come on. Somebody, you know what? I got to put a light on this. Somebody's going to need to see these bad babies. We need all the glory. Come on, man. If you're following us on Snapchat, if you're following us on IG, you're getting even better angles right now, baby. Even better angles. And you know what? The steak gets even fucking better. We're going to go ahead and take that garlic butter that we infused earlier. Remember before the biscuits? Yeah, well, we're going to take those bad babies back out. Give me one moment. All right. So, this is the infused butter now. So you can see the garlic, you can see the chives in there. Obviously, it's a hue of green just because it's indeed 100 milligrams. I'm going to go ahead and cut one of these pieces up really quickly. Go ahead and add that baby right to the steak. And to be completely honest, obviously I made the steak before we actually got on, so it's not too warm. I'm going to go ahead and warm that bad baby up for about 15 seconds or so. But look at this. We got a nice medium steak. We have the potatoes, which you can also add a little bit more of that butter. If you're one of those people that says, shit, I'm trying to go all the way. I love the elevation. Not only are you going to love the Silky Party Packs, the Silky Flights, as well as the Silky Now and Later packs, but you're going to love that butter inside your potatoes. And then you come down, come on, look at this. Look at this. I swear to God, this biscuit's so good that you would have thought I was a fat lady named Shirley that goes to fucking church every Sunday down in Mississippi. But I'm not. My name is Silky the Baker. I am the head chef of Silky Edibles. Make sure to check us out at silkyedibles.com. Other than that, right now it's about time to eat dessert. Which, of course, I'm going to have a couple chocolate chip cookies. I mean, goddamn, man. I'm my favorite person. I hope I'm your favorite person too. Go ahead and follow us and find out everything else. All right.